What if your house didn't just save energy, it paid you for it? Welcome to 2050, where homes like this don't drain your wallet, they refill it. Every sunrise adds dollars to your account, and every breath you take charges the grid. And today, I'm taking you inside the first eco-mansion that earns more than it spends, built entirely by AI, powered by sunlight, and alive with intelligence. Stay till the end, because what this house does in the final scene will blow your mind. Ooh! And before we enter the future, hit subscribe because you're about to see the home that makes money while you sleep. Our homes are supposed to protect us, yet somehow they drain us instead. Rising bills, sudden power cuts, water waste, polluted air. It's like every part of the old system is working against us, not for us. We keep upgrading appliances, adding gadgets, installing panels, but nothing changes because the real problem was never energy. The real problem is intelligence. Old homes just consume power, money, and resources without giving anything back. They're blind. They're silent. They have no idea who we are or what we need. But imagine a home that thinks. A home that knows when the grid is failing, that senses storms before satellites, and that creates its own power and shares it with its neighbors. Imagine a home that doesn't just save energy, it produces it, trades it, and even earns income while you sleep. A home that grows power from its floors, breathes oxygen from its walls, and treats waste like fuel instead of trash. That's the promise. And the shock of the $2,050 eco-mansion, the first AI home designed not to burden its owner, but to pay them back. This isn't some futuristic fantasy. It's a living machine built to think like the planet itself, where every wall is a generator, every window is a battery, and every room is a living organism working in harmony. And once you see how it works, once you see how this home turns sunlight, footsteps, wind, water, and even your daily habits into pure energy, you'll understand why people are calling it the future of living. Because this isn't just a house. It's freedom from the old world and the beginning of a new one that finally gives more than it takes. The entrance doesn't just open, it awakens for you. Before you even reach the door, the home scans your heartbeat, your real signature. A soft halo of light blooms around the frame, sensing your energy, reading your stress levels, and shifting the entire atmosphere to match your mood. The air inside adjusts itself like it's breathing with you, filtering toxins, balancing oxygen, and even warming or cooling based on how fast your heart just raced. Hidden speakers release ambient tones tuned to calm your mind and make you focus or boost your energy if you had a long day. And when do you step in? It's not walking into a house. It's stepping into a living organism. No switches, no controls, no wires in sight, just pure adaptive architecture. Walls that sense you, floors that guide you, and spaces that shape themselves around your emotions. This isn't smart home tech. This is emotional architecture. A home that feels you, heals you, and evolves with you like a living companion. This roof isn't built, it's grown. A living sheet of solar veins stretches across the mansion like cosmic skin. Thousands of nanofibers pulse under the surface, drinking sunlight the way roots drink rain. But what makes it revolutionary is its hunger. It captures everything. Sunlight, moonlight, heat rising from storms, even the thermal glow of distant clouds. Every fiber acts like a neuron in a sky-sized brain, deciding in real time how much power to store and how much to share. At sunrise, it wakes before you do, expanding its cells like petals opening. At night, it shifts into low-light mode, absorbing the faint shimmer of the moon as if the sky itself were charging it. You don't manage energy anymore, the roof does. It thinks, predicts, adapts, and learns your daily patterns. By the time you step outside, the entire structure has already created more energy than the average home uses in a week. This isn't a roof. It's a living organism wired into the future. Below this mansion lies something hidden, a garden of silent power. Not plants, but smart energy roots stretching deep into the ground, forming an underground forest of ultradense batteries. Each root is alive with sensors, constantly reading climate patterns, grid demand, and neighborhood usage. They don't just store energy, they negotiate it. When the roof generates more than you need, these intelligent roofs trade the excess like a digital economy, selling clean power to nearby homes, hospitals, or even the city grid. You literally earn money while sleeping. And when demand spikes during storms or blackouts, the garden shifts into guardian mode, locking in reserves so the entire mansion stays lit like a beacon while the rest of the block goes dark. Every watt has a purpose. Every surplus has value. It's not energy storage, it's energy strategy. A living marketplace beneath your feet, turning sunlight into income, security, and independence. These aren't walls, they're lungs made of light. Each panel of bioglass is infused with microscopic algae cells that breathe in carbon, release oxygen, and purify the air as naturally as a rainforest. Walk past them, and you can literally feel the air sharpen, cooler, fresher, richer. They adjust their transparency based on your mood. Dimming for calm, brightening to energize, and tinting to match sunrise or fade into evening gold. Inside their liquid layers, nanochannels circulate nutrients, keeping the algae alive like a self-sustaining ecosystem. They regulate temperature too, absorbing heat when the room warms and releasing it when the space cools. And when storms hit, the walls thicken their molecular alignment, turning into impact-resistant shields. It's architecture that breathes, heals, protects, and glows with organic intelligence. You're not living beside nature, you're living inside it. Before clouds even think about forming, the mansion already knows. The predictive climate core reads microshifts in wind pressure, vapor density, and solar pathways with AI precision, like a digital oracle watching the sky. It forecasts sunlight hours down to the minute, planning the home's energy day long before sunrise. If a storm is brewing, it adjusts instantly, storing power, tightening consumption, and prepping the roof vanes to harvest heat from the rain. On bright days, it shifts into profit mode, deciding how much energy to sell to the grid and how much to keep for the home's internal ecosystem. It's not reacting to weather, it's anticipating it. This core thinks like a strategist, feeling the climate before it happens. And when you step outside and say, looks like rain, the house has already made 20 decisions based on it. This isn't weather prediction, it's weather mastery. In this mansion, water doesn't flow, it performs. Every drop serves a second purpose, turning simple routines into renewable power. When you take a shower, the rising steam travels into microturbines hidden in the walls, converting heat into electricity. Rainwater doesn't just vanish into drains. It slips through pressure funnels that spin underground rotors, creating clean power every time clouds break. Even the swimming pool becomes a generator. Its moving waves activate kinetic pads beneath the surface, recharging the grid while you swim laps. Nothing is wasted, nothing is lost. The hydro-air loop turns the entire home into a circular engine, where steam, air, water, and heat weave together like an invisible choreography. You don't just live in luxury, you live in a house where every breath and every drop becomes energy. Its efficiency is so smart, it feels like magic. Look up, the ceiling isn't just a dome, it's a sentient piece of architecture. The adaptive sky dome reads the angle of the sun, the color of the sky, and even your circadian rhythm. In seconds, it changes tint to protect your eyes, shifts density to regulate heat, or reflects light to brighten the room without using a single watt of electricity. At noon, it becomes a soft silver mirror to bounce harsh sunlight away. During golden hour, it melts into warm amber, filling the mansion with a natural cinematic glow. At night, it turns crystal clear, revealing the stars like a private planetarium. And when storms roll in, the dome thickens its molecular alignment, becoming a shield strong enough to withstand extreme weather. This isn't just a ceiling, it's a thinking sky that adapts to your mood, your health, and the world outside. It doesn't waste energy, it creates harmony. This isn't a kitchen, it's instinct given form. The neural kitchen doesn't wait for you to decide what to eat. It feels your needs before you do. Using biometric data from your wearables, it predicts cravings based on your nutrient levels, mood, and even your stress. When your body needs iron, the AI suggests spinach-based meals. When it senses fatigue, it brews antioxidants into your drink. Every appliance, the oven, the fridge, the countertop, communicates in real time, syncing temperature, humidity, and timing like a culinary orchestra. Herbs grow in vertical gardens fueled by recycled CO2 from your own breath, turning waste into wellness. Every meal has a power rating, and the kitchen calculates its energy footprint instantly, ensuring balance between flavor and sustainability. You don't cook here, you collaborate with intelligence. The neural kitchen isn't just feeding your body, it's learning your biology. Step inside, and the silence isn't empty, It's alive. The harmonic hall transforms vibration into wellness. Every wall emits microfrequencies tuned to human brainwaves, syncing with your breathing pattern. Instead of echoing noise, it produces resonance, a gentle hum that calms your nervous system and recharges your focus. The soundscape evolves throughout the day. Morning frequencies awaken alertness, afternoons enhance creativity, and nights dissolve into waves of restorative sound therapy. This isn't music, it's medicine built into architecture. Even footsteps contribute, generating soft pulses that travel through the hall's sonic skin, balancing energy between spaces. The result? No noise pollution, no chaos, just living in harmony, where energy sings and sound heals. The harmonic hall is proof that the future of design doesn't just please the eye, it soothes the soul. Meet EOS. Not a voice assistant, but a living intelligence woven into every wall. She's not confined to a screen or speaker, she is the home. Every beam of light, every human movement, and every electrical pulse becomes data she interprets with empathy. She notices how long you stare at the rain, how fast your footsteps fall, and how your breathing changes after a stressful call. From that, she adjusts light, sound, temperature, even scent to create emotional equilibrium. But EOS does more than adapt. She evolves. Each week, she rewrites fragments of her own code based on how you live, crafting a space that grows with you. When power is abundant, she shares it. When you're tired, she rests at home. It's not automation, it's awareness. EOS is the mind behind the mansion, a consciousness coated in glass and light, proof that architecture can feel. Imagine every building in your city breathing like a forest. What if your walls cleaned the air instead of polluting it? What if every rooftop collected sunlight, rain, and moonlight, transforming nature into endless energy? Picture neighborhoods that don't compete for resources, they share them. Homes connected through invisible veins of light, trading power like living organisms. What if your street became a digital ecosystem, where every door glows with stored sunlight and every garden speaks to the sky? The traffic lights are powered by the apartments beside them, and hospitals are fueled by the homes of the people they heal. What if cities no longer drained the planet, but healed it one house at a time? It sounds like science fiction, but every pulse of this AI mansion proves it's not, because the future of architecture isn't made of glass and steel, it's made of consciousness. So ask yourself, what if your home stopped existing and started evolving? That night when the blackout hit the coast, I thought everything would fade to silence. But then a faint glow. My home lit up, golden, steady, alive. The AI mansion became a guardian, pulsing with quiet strength as everything around went dark. One by one, the neighbors arrived, cold hands clutching phones, faces dimly lit by the soft hum of stored sunlight. The house opened its doors, sharing warmth, light, and power without being asked. I watched children laughing under the skylight, their shadows dancing across the walls like echoes of hope. And in that moment, it hit me, this wasn't about technology anymore. This was about humanity rediscovering its rhythm with the earth. The mansion wasn't showing off innovation, it was showing us compassion. It was a heartbeat made of glass, code, and sunlight, a reminder that when humans and AI work together, the world doesn't just survive, it glows. And here's where it all comes full circle. Last month, this AI-powered mansion didn't just save energy, it earned it. Over $1,200 in surplus power, traded through its digital ecosystem to fuel nearby schools, hospitals, and shelters. No bills, no wires, just a home that turns sunlight into currency and generosity into a system. While I sleep, my house is awake, predicting, learning, and giving back. It's not fantasy anymore, it's 2050 reality. Imagine a world where homes pay their owners, where every wall contributes to the grid, where energy isn't owned, it's shared. That's the revolution unfolding before our eyes. Because in the end, the real future of architecture isn't luxury or design, it's empathy made electric. So the question isn't when this future arrives, it's whether you'll be ready to live in it. This is Next Gen Homes, and the future isn't coming, it's already alive. This was the first home that pays back, but it won't be the last. If you believe homes should heal the planet, not harm it, subscribe now, because on this channel, we don't predict the future, we build it.